Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. So draft pick has always been my life because draft pick is super important because you can see what the team is going to do, and then you can see all the type of weird team compositions, and you can even pinpoint if people are going to off lane or fill in heroes that may not be specifically for the lane, like for example Gusion XP. And then it's also a chance to catch people trying to sneak in new heroes, so I told them to ban the new mage. So S2 takes advantage of the meta, because he does Xavier and Zas, and they're pretty strong right now. Xavier can clutch and Zas can poke. And for me, I'm just going through everybody because I really want to ban Hylos, so I just want to make sure nobody does Hylos. But they have the first pick, so that's always tricky, but I ban Hylos anyways. So because he's roaming, most likely he'll do a Khalid roam, which is pretty good. That poking is crazy, especially we'll have like an early game advantage because Khalid is super strong early game. Then his stun, if it's landed perfectly, will be fine. Alright, so looking at their team, the enemy composition, I'm noticing that Angela kind of breaks their team composition because Ixie is good with a tank, and so is Odette, because the tank will distract and then it allows them to use their skills pretty much to where it affects everybody. So they have a lot of area of effect, but they don't have as much crowd control. Amon is a good pick because he's buffed, so if anybody was to initiate, it would be Amon because his passive is super strong. In that invisible form, it'd be hard to see where he is, so he'll have to be the one to initiate for them. And then for us, Khalid will need to initiate, and pretty much we have a balanced out team because we have Yin pretty much could be early, mid, and late game. Yin depends on the skill of the hero, of course. Melissa, she pokes pretty strong from early. I don't know how she is late game. And then Khalid might fall off late game depending on if he does all attack or goes hybrid. He should probably go hybrid. And then Xavier is for sure a late game hero and can clutch for us when needed. Another thing to point out is that Amon has an affinity, a pretty high level affinity with Angela, which means when I'm jungling, I'll have to be careful because Angela is most likely going to ult his or her friend Amon, and then I'll have to be on alert. So in the jungle, it's not going to be very easy because he has his support to help him. Alrighty, and today I'm going to be jungling, but I'm going to fast forward through the build up to level 4 and get to the first gank. There's a lot of people missing. I'm gonna assume their mage is nowhere near, especially if she feels responsible to clear the lane, so that gave me perfect opportunity to go in. So I hug the bushes so I can get a really nice close-up on Angela without her noticing. I throw out my skill 2, and then I just land my skill 1 on her so I get a nice pull damage on her specifically. And then lastly, I ult and use my S2 to finish off. And Angela, her HP, her base HP is not as high in the early game because she's probably going for a cooldown reduction item, which gives her magic power but won't give her as much HP. So don't expect Angela to be hard to kill until in like mid game or late game. Yan's HP is really low, so Dyrol tried to troll past the tower to get in, but I was able to slide in and get him very quickly, just finishing off with the basic combo. And look very closely at Odette. Once our mage goes down, I try to kill Amon before he goes back into that invisible form because of his passive, but I run into Odette and she lands immobilized and almost kills me. So looking back at it, this was 100% a mistake what I just did and why I almost died, because this could have been 100% preventable. And if I was to look at the map and notice turtle, I should have known that Odette was coming down and I shouldn't have chased until I had everything off cooldown. So right here I'm a little aggressive because everything is on cooldown. And then in the minute my ult comes up, that is when Odette immobilizes me, but luckily I was able to ult away. So despite me being a little reckless, I had such a clean sidestep to get back to safety. Once taking my orange to regain some HP, I noticed Khalid and Dyrol are having a little feud, so I landed my S1 on Dyrol and I decided to go in, but because he ran away, that gave me enough composure to use my ultimate. Using your S1 on a non-crowd control fighter is pretty safe, especially early game, as long as it's not somebody like Ruby or Terizla who has like a lot of crowd control and can outplay you very quickly. Right here I can tell Dairoff doesn't really have his ult because of the way he's running, and that made him pretty much my prey, and I was able to finish him off. And the whole reason I died this was because of the certainty that I knew that Dairoff didn't have his ult because of how low Khalid is. Therefore, I use my passive to make him run, and once he steps away, I know I can use my S2, ult closer to him, use another S2, S1 to finish off. So just looking back at it one more time for Gusion players who want to see the order of the combo who are still learning: S2, ult, S2, S1, finish off. Since I'm jungle, I have to pay attention to the other jungle, and you see how Amon backs away and suddenly misses off the map. I want to stress the importance of decision making, so Amon, since he's missing off the map, he can either go to Turtle or one of his 2 major buffs. Therefore, I decided to gain gold because Yin is giving perfect vision on the enemy side to me if he was able to go to the Turtle. So just from Yin giving a simple vision, it gives me enough confidence to gank up to the gold lane. And since Turtle is open near EXP, it's very doubtful that the enemy team is caring to gank gold at all. So by killing off Ixia, it gives Melissa an open opportunity to push the tower. So rotating back to Turtle, I can see that Yin is ulting Odette, so it's important that I put my finger over the map to see how low Yin gets Odette. So right here you can see that only Xavier and Yin is currently at the Turtle, and if you see how low Yin's HP is, we're clearly outnumbered because we have Angela, Amon's invisible form, we have Odette, and then we have Dairoff still near the Turtle. Most importantly, my roam is top lane clearing for gold, so it's very important that we take a very careful approach going to the Turtle. So the stickers indicate where you should go when you're trying to take the Turtle. Since we're outnumbered because Yin died and Khalid is up top, the red X indicates that I should go nowhere near the enemy side and that I should hug every bush near the team area. And as you see, Dairoff comes out the bush. I was able to get my whole combo on him, and then right there I debated if I should die, but as you see, Amon came out and his invisible form made him really hard to see on the map. The enemy is not in the bush near the mid lane based off of how they're missing, but I have to take a very careful approach of this little bush right here because it's right near the Turtle. This little bush is dangerous because it splits 50-50 of the enemy side and ally side, giving both teams the opportunity to camp. So I throw my S2 instead of blinking right away so that I'll be able to have a full combo so I can make a decision on whether to dive him. So once diving him, I noticed that Amon's invisible form made him still disappearing off the map, so I used my ice retreat to run away. I know Odette has OS she's ganking because she wouldn't gank if she didn't have it. So right here I finished her off with my little combo. So her HP here is kind of low, and even with her ult, I know because of her low HP I'll still be able to kill her. So I dash so I can get closer to her so my skill 2 does more damage, and then I throw out another skill 2 after ulting. So again, dash to get closer, throw my skill 2, pull, throw out another skill 2 after the ult. Khalid goes in even when I say retreat, so I use my skill 1, take out squishy, and then ult immediately after I see more people coming in. So I won't lie, I didn't know if Odette was on cooldown or not, so me going in was pretty risky. I dive in. Once I see Ixia, use my skill 2 as quickly as I can, and ult once I see Amon. I'm like, I'm not dealing with that. So again, just a really clean sidestep to avoid Ixia, and then going out of range so that Amon doesn't have his range to ult me. So Khalid is giving us some pretty good vision to where I can see Amon, Angela, and Ixia all near each other. I'm like, retreat! And he immediately goes in. He ignores everything I say. And he gets eliminated. He just said, screw this. And he's asking me to protect him. Why would he go in knowing I was far from him? Oh my god. I'm saying retreat because I'm so far from him and Odette is missing. And she could be in a bush somewhere. And he just said, screw what Gusion has to say. I'm going to go in outnumbered. I was nowhere near him. And I let him be. I'm not even going to even engage in that, okay? And I knew it. Odette comes in shortly after Xavier goes in. And I knew it because she was missing. I'm like, she's somewhere sneaky. Now that I have a good idea where everybody is, I'm just keeping an eye on their side. And right here, I'm going to do the combo again, and I pretty much scare him. And yeah, I finish off with Angela. Odette decides to go ahead and chase Xavier, probably because of Xavier's lack of mobility, and Ixia decides to follow along with her. Therefore, I shy away from them and get closer to Amon and Angela. I don't recall my daggers right away to see if he'll come closer. Once I notice he's coming closer and he's not even paying attention to me, that's when I decide to ult and take immediate advantage. And this is considered trickery because you can obviously see that he's not even paying attention to me, giving me just the perfect chance to ult, get closer to him so my skill 2 gets closer, then I finish him off with the passive. I pull my first combo in, get closer once ulting, so that my skill 2 does significant damage. I leave my skill 1 open to finish off Angela with the second row of daggers. So again, just to look at it, got boom, skill 2, passive. Therefore, my skill 1 is still open, dagger's still open. Perfect time to just combo her with a half a combo. And yeah, just realizing, looking back at it, both of them are friends, so it looks like Angela is only going to be ulting Amon for the entirety of the game. Basic combos for solo marksman and mage. And practice speed for this combo for sure, so that you can get them in and out quickly before anybody else comes. So right here, you're going to use skill 2, ult, skill 2, then your skill 1. And you want to do it fast so that the S1 actually lands quickly. This team fight is pretty funny because why is Melissa like in front of everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like she's taking all the hits. But I'm going to be distracting Amon. I'm hoping to give some vision to Melissa because it looks like she doesn't even know that Amon is missing. But it's very important to keep your team in good shape because the Lord is open. My least favorite buff this season is Amon because tell me how on earth this is fair. I can barely even see him, okay? Screw him and his little passive, alright? Any Amon players, you guys can come and custom me. So, no, I'm just joking. But still, I hate Amon with a passion. And when you're missing, this is the way you should be checking bushes with your skill 2 and your skill 1. You'll still get vision either way. So yeah, make sure to keep checking bushes like that. Okay, team fighting near enemy buff has always been bad luck. See what I'm saying? Like, oh my god. My goal was to dash in and ult away immediately, but this stun from Ixia had me kind of stuck. Like, it wasn't actually Odette, it was the Ixia who had got me to get stuck right in front of him. I tried to swoop in and save the tower before Amon pushed it, but it was too late. But I decided to take my time and let my skill 1 so that I was able to get him. So yeah, Amon has been getting on my nerves the entire game. So I throw my first row of daggers. I'm gonna wait for him to use his little passive. Once he does that, I land my skill 1. I do it manually because I don't trust auto aim, and I was able to finish up. So yeah, I don't rush that combo just because of this little invisible form. I shouldn't be chasing right here knowing that they're missing, so that was a pretty dumb mistake on my end. I shouldn't even have went any further knowing that they're going to come up top. And look at what my genius random mage does. He goes up top. I'm telling him to retreat because why is he there, bro? What is he doing? These Xaviers be so pro on the enemy side, but when it comes to the ally side, oh my god. Like, what did he think he was finna do to Ixia? Like, bro, why is he even up there by himself? You know what I'm saying? These mages are wild. He really thought he was Superman for a second with his little cape on. Going straight to the Lord. I'm going to go ahead and take out Amon. Oh my god. Oh no, I'm selling, bro. What am I doing? God, I had a brain fart. I forgot that Amon and Angela were friends and that Angela only owes Amon. Dang it, man. Bro, this is... Oh my god, they got the Lord. Alright, I'm selling. I gotta focus. Alright, that's it. No more goofing around. I'm locked in. Once Yana is locked in, I'm focused. I'm laser focused. Once Yana locks in, yo, it's a wrap. Alright? Get your smoothie. It's a wrap. We about to finish this up. Because Odette ulted air, apparently. So right here, we're going to try and... I'm telling them to retreat, but we might as well just go in. Nah, we going in. No more retreating. We going in. That's it. That's it. Marksman's down. Odette's down. Angela's down. Time to get aim on. No more running away. Thinking he the Flash. You're not the Flash no more. He about to get you too. Let's go, let's go. Please kill him, please, please. I'm gonna distract him so Melissa can go up there to mid and end it, alright? He thought immortality could save him. Nah, you thought, bro. You dead too. All 5 of them is dead. It is a kill exchange. Bree killed 5 for 1. That's what's up. Now we about to go ahead and finish this off. So I maxed out on my grab, gold, laning, DPS kill, team fight, and that was an 18-minute round, which kind of touched the late game. After 17, everybody else hits late game, but at 15, the marksman should be strong enough for the late game. Thank you everybody for watching my YouTube, and I appreciate you very much.